Hello and welcome to Tabletop Cinema. It's a show where the Dungeon Studios team gets together and we review clips from movies and TV shows and the occasional video game to determine what we think the roles would be on a D&D table in order for those scenes to actually play out. I'm your host, Josh McGinnis. I'm joined by our glorious panel of Dungeon Studios team members. First up, we have Beardy Magics, and you can check out some of his writings over at quietspeculation.com. How you doing tonight, Beardy?
Oh, I'm great. I'm ready to have a fun time. This is always a blast.
Awesome. Good to have you, man. Next up, we have the glorious Dr. Platorius. He's one of our writers here at Dungeon Studios. How you doing tonight, Doc?
Good. Thanks for having me, Josh. I'm glad I could stay up late tonight and play.
Awesome, man. Next, we're going to go on down to TJ. He's our developmental director here at Dungeon Studios. How you doing tonight, TJ?
Not bad. Got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How do you get a D&D player to go out with you?
Ooh. Do you...
Ask them for a D8.
Oh, all right. He's got jokes, guys. Next up, we have one of our content creators here at Dungeon Studios, Mr. Aaron Fire.
Hello, intrepid watchers from beyond the screen. Thank you for joining us today for some Tabletop Cinema.
Awesome, guys. Okay, so the reason why I brought you here tonight, obviously, is to review some clips from some movies and TV shows and whatnot. So, the first clip we're going to have up is from the TV show Cursed, and it's the scene where Merlin regains his magic. Now, do any of you guys know anything about this show? Have you seen it? Do you know the scene I'm talking about?
I know about Ethel. I've wanted to watch it, but never got around to it.
Okay.
You can call me Jon Snow on this one.
All right, John. Well,
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I think we're all in the same boat. So this is going to be a first time for everybody. So let's go ahead and dive in, check it out, see what we think. Oh man.
That operatic, it's just like, that sets the mood.
Oh, she's gonna fuck up by letting him get that sword.
Oh, that's a bloody tip.
You know what? Maybe I have seen part of this.
Oh man.
Oh, I think I have seen this actually.
It's like glow in the dark sword.
I think that's Excalibur, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Oh, there
okay.
he goes with his raiden eyes.
She like, yeah, no, fuck this, I'm out.
Is that the same guy who played Loki on Vikings?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he's just slaying motherfuckers.
Holy hell, who is this guy?
That's Merlin,
Merlin.
the wizard.
Oh, I thought the young child was Merlin. Never mind.
So I think this is Merlin after all of the stuff with King Arthur and all that. He like became all destitute and lost his powers. This is the moment he gets his powers back.
He's multi-classing now, you're telling me.
Yeah, he must be. Yeah.
He multi-classing, but he just leveled up and got a level back in wizard.
Oh, look at that. Hey.
Well,
got
a
that
few levels.
Thor thing going on.
I like it.
Oh, you didn't hear my full name, Merlin Odinson.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man.
5, 6.
Holy hell, save some for the rest of us.
D&D players take note. That's how you use lightning bolt.
Yeah. He's come with
Bacon
notes.
Teleportation?
I don't know. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, look at that. Josh's
think I
least
have-
favorite spell category.
I think I have seen that actually. That looked really familiar from somewhere.
So guys, let's pretty cool scene. You know, it's got some cool magic going on. Merlin the Great Wizard. You know, what do you guys think about that one?
That was pretty legit. Like, I'm gonna have to go try to find that show now.
Yeah, it's called Cursed. I don't know what network it plays on, but yeah, it's.
I'm gonna have a look around as well because that looked really cool.
I feel like that's an amazing scene. Are there more scenes like that, or is that just a highlight?
So when I was watching the show, there is a lot of really good scenes, and especially once he gets his magic back, you see a lot more of that cool shit too.
Well, even the fact that the show is entitled Cursed, maybe there's some kind of twist to it as well, because he's not the wielder of Excalibur either, so there's some kind of story thing there that's probably cool too.
I think I vaguely remember hearing something about like Morgana being like one of the main characters of the show, but I'm not sure. I can't really remember too much.
Interesting.
I do like that actor though. I loved him in Vikings.
Yeah, he's really good.
Did you guys say he was in something else? There was somebody from
Vikings.
Loki?
Yeah,
Vikings.
Loki, I believe his name was actually in it.
In Vikings.
Floki,
yeah, in Vikings, I think it was Floki.
L-O-K-I, I think.
Okay.
Well, let's break it down and see what we can get some D&D rolls out of this and some mechanic use and see what we think here, guys.
Well,
anything
right out
stand
the
up?
gate, he's stabbed and lying on the floor, so I'm thinking he's probably making death saves, and he's succeeded. Because he gets up and he grabs a sword and all that, and then a real DM moment where it's like, as you touch the sword, you are suddenly imbued with power, blah blah blah.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine that's the moment he's getting his powers back.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be a great DM moment in my opinion.
I feel like this is like the end of an arc for a character that's trying to get their powers back or trying to multi-class or something. So that's what
Like
this
a moment
feels
of
like to
redemption.
me.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got a completely different take on this scene. You may find this hilarious.
Give it. Yeah, let's hear
So
it.
you have Merlin, and he's down on the floor, like bleeding to death, right? This is what I feel like my players think that a short rest is. That after using every single spell and bleeding to death, if I just lay down for 30 seconds, suddenly I have absolutely everything. I can cast lightning bolts that hit 20 guys, and that's all I need. I just need to sleep for like 30 seconds. And arcane recovery, boom, I've got everything back.
I mean, it certainly is a short rest, yeah, I suppose. Just like lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Hold on, guys, let me just.
I just need a minute, yeah.
All right, I'm back. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Imagine for a minute, I mean, you're talking about Excalibur here, so you're talking about like a relic style item. You pick up this relic style item, it grants you like 3 lightning bolts, per long rest or whatever, and you're just immediately using all 3 of them to just obliterate these guys.
Yeah.
So when he hits these guys with that lightning, I'm gonna say that's chain lightning because he was linking it. It was arcing off to the other guys.
The first thing I thought was Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt
was the first thing I thought, because the Witch Bolt you shoot and you can maintain it, and he keeps all of them maintained. So maybe it's an upper level Witch Bolt, or some kind of sorcerer point where he's able to pull it apart. Because lightning bolt is straight line, right?
Right.
So he like fans it out with fingers. It's pretty cool though. And I thought Witch Bolt at first, but then I started seeing the multiple shots, and I wasn't sure how that would fit in at that point.
Yeah, I wasn't viewing it as multiple shots. It was more like it was chaining off to me. It kind of felt like, but
I'm sadly unfamiliar with all the dynamics of Witch Bolt, but probably something similar to like a higher level Witch Bolt or something that would allow you to target more creatures.
This is me writing a new spell.
this is like extra Misty Step.
Yeah, his retreat. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna say Misty Step or some sort of teleportation.
Well, and all his powers also seem to be bound by a lightning. The attacks, the teleportation, seems to be a lot of lightning involved. I don't know if that's just the area or what's going on at the time environmentally or what.
Kind of thinking that too. I was wondering is there a sorcerer or wizard subclass out there that's like storm themed? I know there's a barbarian subclass that's storm themed. It'd be really cool to see like a sorcerer or wizard subclass that's, when you teleport, it looks like fog. You can use lightning, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that is cool, man.
Like you teleport using fog cloud or some such.
Yeah.
That is neat.
I don't know about mechanics, but this definitely inspired my creative side.
It got me thinking that actually got me thinking when you were saying that electricity is more or less just energy, and you can sort of loosely translate energy into magic and stuff like that. So that's kind of a cool way to sort of go about that.
I agree. Well, I think that's going to go ahead and conclude our first clip. By the way, if you guys like these clips, feel free to head on over to our Facebook, drop a follow over there, or you can hit subscribe on this video here. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back and we're going to review some more clips. Hello and welcome back to Tabletop Cinema. We're going to go over our next clip here, which is from the movie Goosebumps. It is the werewolf in the supermarket scene. Now, of course, we have our glorious panel of guests here. Hey guys, what do you guys know about Goosebumps?
I know that it was written by an author.
Wasn't it R.L. Stein? Did Goosebumps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I know of it, reading it with my kids in school for many, many years. Very popular horror for children in elementary schools.
Absolutely. That's where I grew up reading them.
Sister was really big on them. Like, she had a huge collection. I read one or two of them. I was more into the scary stories to tell in the dark stuff. That was just me.
Okay.
I only ever read the Choose Your Own Adventure Goosebumps because I'm like that. I like to choose my own path.
I remember those. Those were awesome. Beardy, what's your memory of Goosebumps?
I have some younglings that I've experienced Goosebumps secondhand through them, so I think I actually have seen this scene as well.
Okay.
Pretty interesting, but I like the comment about scary stories to tell in the dark. I'm more of that generation. Much scarier, by the way.
Right on, guys.
We have a show over here in Australia that I believe was actually based off of the Goosebumps books. It's called Around the Twist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, I'll have to look into that. But what we're looking into tonight is the movie Goosebumps and the werewolf in the supermarket scene. Let's just go ahead and dive right in.
It's what's for dinner.
He's like
And with
feeling all of them, trying to see which one's the freshest.
Would be
He
me
couldn't wait.
sitting there with the soda, like, damn it.
Well, they're the most fresh, aren't
They're
they?
the worst.
They're not frozen.
There's a werewolf in the supermarket, but he couldn't wait to get his pop fix.
Why?
Is that Saber Wolf from Killer Instinct?
I was trying to figure out why he's wearing gym shorts and tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Is it Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf, yeah.
Oh.
Day job, gym coach. Night job, werewolf.
Leave a swamp, he can smell my scent.
Jack Black's so awesome in this movie.
Black's awesome in everything.
No, it's not working. I have to hide.
No, I still smell like me.
Oh, yeah.
They were hiding in the freezer.
I would have stayed there. That guy's
Well,
all
spent
wolf.
about 5
Look, he's running his sniffer right now.
I would have spent 5 seconds in that freezer and went, nah, no, too cold.
How did the track shoes not come off?
Should call her.
Oh, that's pretty gross.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they just keep fish. What are those, toy fish?
A fish or chicken? No, that's toy chicken.
Oh, okay.
The dog toy had a squeaker.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Go, 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 go.
Oh, yeah.
He's on our tail.
He's on him, and he's got grip with them shoes, guys.
And that's why he kept the shoes on. It makes sense.
Indy's toes are actually coming out of the shoe, though.
Oh, it does look like it.
I'm stuck. Help me get out. What are you doing? There's no
Help me,
time.
step bro.
Just get them. I said get me out. It's showtime. I said get me out. Oh, no, no, no. Keep going. Things chasing us. Go as fast as I can. Just go. We're right behind you. Okay.
Oh, it's that one sticky wheel.
All right.
See him get through that.
Oh, he got through it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was gonna grind on the rail there.
Yeah, I
love
know,
how
right?
casually he just does parkour.
Switched over to the lead.
Which way?
Oh, snap. What do you guys think about that?
So many types of checks in that one scene. Everything from like athletics to intimidation to stealth. I mean, it's just all over the place.
Yeah, agreed.
That would have been a very pissed off DM during that scene, because he's making all different types of like acrobatic rolls for that werewolf, and he's just fumbling almost every roll. The perception checks as well.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, I would say he is failing a lot of checks with his monster.
But to a degree, I think he was succeeding on a ton of them too. Like that scene where the werewolf was running across the top of the aisle, like that's a pretty good check right there. Now he failed it when he jumped off and landed on crap, but
Absolutely.
it was a good mix.
He passed the first perception check where like the pop lid went like tss. That's like a tiny ass noise, but he passed his perception check to actually hear that. Everyone else just passed their hide.
Yeah, everybody else was hiding very well, and they were probably doing some pretty good, stealthing about for a while.
I still can't get over those two that were hiding in the freezer. Like, as an Australian, that just ugh. Not
I'm
used to
trying to
the
get a-
cold.
I'm trying to get a feel for if they're supposed to have the combat encounter that you know this is devolving into inside the store, or are they supposed to go outside and that is, it's supposed to be a chase scene into combat? Because like everyone has said, it looks like a lot of flubbed rolls created this kind of continuous scene.
I agree. And I would probably say that this is a chase scene leading to the combat.
Well, how about when he's under the table? There's like this stealth roll to hide, but then there's the perception check for the wolf keeps missing, and then the kid throws the dog toy, to get him out of there. So there's a lot of there's a lot of rolls going on.
And I can just imagine the whole dog toy scene playing out at the table, like the werewolves hunting for him, and the bard or whatever is like, so I take this squeaky toy and toss it and it'll work, and the DM's like, certainly try.
I mean, I'd give him a deception roll.
And then natural 20, right? And then it's natural 20. That's what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll that 20 and the DM just goes, God damn it.
He's hating on all of his the DM's hating on all of his players so much, but especially the one that's like playing the Jack Black character, because he's hiding under the table. He's like, you do pass your hide roll, but as you're hiding under it, the slobber begins to fall down through the table and land all over your nose and stuff. And then he's running away from the table. And he's like, you managed to run away. You fumble this roll, obviously, because you rolled a 3. So you land ass first into a shopping cart, and you can't get up.
Well, and then that same character goes out and says, well, I locked the door. And then the DM's like, no, you didn't.
Like when at the end there, when they hit that door and the door's locked, I imagine that's just the DM going, look, I don't have that part of the building figured out yet. Oh, hey, there's the werewolf. He just rolled a 18 on intimidation as he's dragging his claws down the sides of these trailers.
Oh yeah, this is it's time to roll for initiative right here. No doubt.
Yeah, I definitely feel as though it was leading into a initiative roll for the entire party against that werewolf. Absolutely. Well, guys, I think that's going to go ahead and conclude that clip there. Once again, if you like these clips, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Head on over to some of our social medias. Check us out over there. But we're going to go ahead and take a short break, and we'll come back with another clip.
Who are you? What do you think you're doing here? Ships, you say? Well, sure, there's wrecked ships all over these icebergs. And yes, we may have had a hand in it, but I assure you it is all for a good cause. It is all to feed the demon of the icebergs, of course. It is our holy duty to do so. And although it may come at a cost, well, for those other people, we have been entrusted with this task and shall see it done by whatever means necessary. Thinking to stop us? Good luck. Oh no, not because of us, because of the demon itself. Oh, do you feel that? Now you've done it. She must be waiting, and I bet she's hungry. Travel to the frigid setting of the Guardian Icebergs and more unique settings from the world of Inaron. Follow our socials to keep up to date on all upcoming projects.
Welcome back to Tabletop Cinema. We got one more clip for you guys to view. That's going to be the clip from Back to the Future 3. It's the horse chase scene. Now, of course, joined by our glorious panel of guests. Guys, Back to the Future. What do you know?
That it's one of the greatest things that ever happened.
The greatest trilogies ever made.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Super, super classic. Everything good. It's made many tropes based on it. Just amazing.
Yeah, we were talking about how many paradoxes are wrapped within a paradox within this movie that they don't address anything, and it doesn't really matter because it's just a good time.
Absolutely, absolutely. I remember growing up watching these films, and you know, when I first watched it, it was one of the coolest things I had ever seen. You know, and you know, Marty was flying around on his little hoverboard and stuff. Man, I love that. You know, it was awesome. But
Oh, that just reminds me of the manure scene.
That's my major pet peeve with the year 2022. We do not have flying skateboards yet.
right, we were promised, and they didn't deliver.
Right. Right.
Call up Michael J. Haul him in. Let's ask him what's up. All right, guys, let's just dive right into this thing, check it out, and see what we think.
Hey, McFly! Thought I done told you never to come in. You ain't Seamus McFly. You look like him, though. Especially with that dog ugly hat. You kin to that hay barber?
Uh-oh.
What's your name, dude?
He's got jokes.
Eastwood. Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, motherfucker.
What kind of stupid name is that?
I'd say he's the run of the litter.
Hey now, boys, would you take a look-see at these pearly whites? Hell, I ain't seen these look that straight weren't store-bought.
That weren't store-bought.
Sam, what's that writing mean? DK, what is that, some sort of Indian talk or something?
DK?
Oh.
I'm looking for that no-good cheating blacksmith. You seen him?
No, sir, Mr. Tannen, I have not.
Man.
That's
Boom.
intimidating.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Mad Dog. I hate that name. I hate it. You hear? Nobody calls me Mad Dog.
Oh.
Especially not some duded up, egg-sucking gutter trash.
Oh, I remember this scene being played on like blockbuster ads all the time when I was a kid.
Starts moonwalking.
That's amazing.
This was the scene as a kid that made me want to learn how to moonwalk.
Boom. Oh, dude.
Oh, the spittoon. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the spit round. You guys need to get your teeth checked. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh.
I swear to God, Marty is so lucky, honestly.
Better run.
I feel like I recognize the guy in the table in the back there.
You know that guy, Doc?
No, I don't know why. I don't know. Just I feel like I know him.
Was there an awful lot of cardio involved in these movies?
Man, there must be, man. Look at him, dude.
He's running.
Yeah. Oh.
This always reminds me of the Indiana Jones drag.
Oh, yeah.
Do they even use horses in movies anymore, or are they all digital?
Yeah, just a digital horse.
Look, these may be the last horses in movies.
The poor stunt double that had to go through all that.
Right.
Look at that too.
Oh, man. Marty, you done fucked up.
No, it's alright, he's just hanging out.
Shouldn't have called him Mad Dog, man.
Which is hilarious to me because that's a very common compliment over here in Australia.
Oh, he's the clock tower too. They're about to hang him at the clock tower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Doc don't have nothing to say about that shit.
Oh my God, look at that scope.
Yeah.
Shoot the fleas off the dog!
Inspired the artificer class.
Oh, shit.
Pointed straight at your head!
He said he'll shoot the fleas off a dog at 500 yards. Woo. That rifle is sick.
You owe me money,
Yeah.
How do you figure?
My horse threw a shoe. Seeing as you was the one that done the shoe, and I say that makes you responsible.
Oh.
Well, since you
Oh.
never paid me for the job, I say that makes us even.
Wrong! See, I was on my horse when it threw the shoe, and I got thrown off. And that caused me to bust a perfectly good bottle of fine Kentucky Red Eye.
Oh.
So the way I figure it, blacksmith, you owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Damn.
Is this Western litigation?
Yeah, man, the logic is fucked up.
I done shot that horse!
Well, that's your problem, Cannon.
Wrong. That's yours. So from now on, you better be looking behind you when you walk. Because one day you're gonna get a bullet in your back.
Damn. What a shithead, huh? He's
when
extra
you got-
dumb.
I love the dialogue.
Marty, you get an education of like a second grader.
explicit instructions not to come here, but to go directly back to 1985.
No, Doctor. I had to come.
But it's good to see you, Marty.
He had to
Marty,
come,
you're gonna have
Doc.
to do something about those clothes. You walk around town dressed like that, you're liable to get shot.
Yeah, what the fuck was he thinking?
What idiot dressed you in that outfit?
You did.
All right, guys. So that
That's the rifle that
Go
the
ahead.
rifle that every artificer wants to have. Like,
Yeah.
Totally artificer.
Oh my god. It looked like, honestly, that looked like it was made out of pearl or some shit. Like, that was... Whew.
Absolutely. So, you know, this scene right here, I think it had a lot of really good checks. So, not only when he's dancing, I think that's a performance check that he probably rolled extremely high to do that whole spittoon thing. You know what I mean?
Nat 20.
Absolutely.
Like the bad guys were like stunned. They're like, "Yo, what the hell is this shit? Lo, this look kind of good, yo." That's definitely a nat 20.
I think it was a series of really high rolls until he did the jump, and then that was probably a nat 1. That's why the pot flew and landed on him, because he wasn't intending that to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that way. Yeah, it doesn't appear that he intended that.
I have the same question about the insight roll when he figures out that it's Tannen, right? And he's like, "Oh, Mad Dog, yeah, right." So was that a flub to piss him off, or was that a good check?
Right. Absolutely.
I think it might have been. I think that might have been nat 1 as well, because as soon as he said it, that would have like. It didn't start initiative, but it was damn close to doing it.
I think it was probably, I would probably say it was a mid-level. Like, it was high enough to be able to register this is Mad Dog, but you don't know enough to know that he doesn't like to be called Mad Dog.
Do you think that's like an optional history on top of the insight then to get like a little bit deeper into the story? And that's where he rolled the 1?
Right.
I agree. I think also when Bannon intimidated the bartender failed his check hardcore and just pretty much went and cowered in that corner over there.
But he's an NPC though, so he don't have a good modifier.
That's true. That's true. Marty's escape from the bar, swinging from the chandelier, was absolutely awesome. I think that would have been a great acrobatics roll.
Yeah.
Well, and he already had some luck. You know, there were no bullets left in the gun after the dance, so that there's kind of a luck roll in there. Something in there.
Yeah, I feel like he's got like the lucky feet or something. I know that D&D 5e that doesn't quite equate into that, but it just feels like he has some type of lucky related feat.
Okay.
And then he pulls a full dash.
Oh, and let's face it, Marty is a bard. As many like quick quips as he has, like he's got to be some kind of a bard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he plays the guitar on that big ass speaker, you know.
Yeah, the very first scene in the first one, he's getting out an electric guitar, hooking up to those mega amplified speakers, and just like the entire house.
Yeah.
So yeah, And the end of the first and in the second one, he's like playing the guitar in front of that entire crowd at the prom or whatever. So yeah, definitely Bard, 100%.
Then I think at the end he starts rolling a lot of successful checks again. When he's tied up and they're dragging him around and knocking him into the wood and everything, he's sort of like getting dex checks and surviving being hung before Doc shows up. So he's doing pretty well there too with athletics or acrobatics.
I would agree. Up until the point where he's hanging there.
Yeah.
Obviously, if Doc wouldn't have popped up when he did, he would have been done for. But what do we? Can we classify Doc?
Yeah,
Well,
definitely
TJ
an
said it.
artificer.
Yeah, TJ said it with the gun. The artificer's dream there.
Yeah.
But like,
But
my
he's an
question
NPC.
is, my question is, right, the rifle. I don't have a lot of experience with firearms in 5e. So the rifle, would we call that a dex-based weapon?
Yeah,
'Cause that's
it's
what
for
I'm leaning
making
towards.
range. It's for making ranged attacks. For
Yeah,
sure.
so he's an artificer that has a high dex because that shot on the rope was just perfect.
But he also had the scope. So there's a item that we created for Dungeon Studios. It's kind of an artificer style item. And that's basically what it is a scope, and it adds a modifier to your dex for attacks. So that you can make those more targeted shots. I would think it's something kind of like that, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Nice, guys.
What else could we say? Again,
I do think-
I love the look of that gun. That was awesome.
I do think that Doc showing up when he did is like the prime of example of a DM fudging a roll behind that DM screen. Like Marty's hanging, he's like on the brink of death saves, and the DM goes, "Yeah, that's a 19." Doc shows up.
I would say Bannon fails a either an intimidation from Doc at the end, right?
Or they're just going roll for roll. Like they're trying to intimidate each other, and Doc just keeps winning the die roll.
Yeah.
Are those rolls, or is that just some damn good RP?
I don't know. That's a good point too.
I agree. All right.
I'm kind of leaning towards the RP. For me, it feels like Doc showing up while Marty's getting choked out is actually the DM introducing the other player of the campaign. Like it's a two-man campaign. And then introduce the other one. Would you like to describe your character and what he does when he sees this? Yeah, so like I'll pull out a pearl rifle and just shoot the rope. That's a nat 20.
Either way, it's a fantastic scene.
Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. All right. So, I think that's going to be a conclusion on that clip there. I think we did a pretty good job of breaking it down. Of course, the viewers at home, if you guys think that there's something that we should have touched on, such as some lore, or we shouldn't have touched on, please let us know in the comments. Also, if you think we missed some roles, let us know on that as well. We are obviously doing this for fun. So that's what we're here for. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Check out our social medias. And until next time, this is Tabletop Cinema. Thanks for watching.